Well, now it is my privilege to introduce to you Heidi's greatest fan. Please, Andy.
Thank you, Tony. And thank you, Ron. I'm going to be pretty brief. I am a believer in keeping the family as much as possible isolated from the politics, but I am here to tell you that 100,000% that Heidi's family is behind her. We're there for her. We're going to be taking care of things when she gets elected, and she's doing her thing in Austin. We're going to be here taking care of business, taking care of the family. So just so you know, the family's behind her, and there's no faltering there. And I'm really, really impressed having become part of Heidi's family. As I think you can all see, I really think her biological family, her church family, and every person in this room are some of the top quality people that walk the face of the earth today. I really believe that. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. And I have kind of an interesting perspective. Recently, I've gotten into some international travel and some international business ventures, and it's really interesting. I've also had my own small business for a while. As you look at how business operates and the things that people go through trying to work their way into politicians' favor, trying to get business on a local level, city level, county level, state level, and internationally, you have people that really think you have to behave a certain way. You have to espouse some liberal kind of principles if you want to fit in with the way they do business in China, or the way they do business in Brazil, or the way they do business in India. And I can tell you that a lot of our big businesses are farming out a lot of things that you would not even think about. I like to have U.S.-made clothes, but try and find some U.S.-made slacks, try and find some U.S.-made shoes. I can tell you where to find them. But you got to work at it. You got to work to find it. It's just interesting. It's just changing. And for me, I think, boy, I really hope that the people kind of at the top, the people that are being catered to for political favors and what have you, I hope these people have some sense. I hope they understand what's going on in the world. In these countries, Brazil, China, India, what have you, fine, they can be liberal, they can have whatever socialist, whatever policies they want, but there's something to be said for the American spirit that this country was founded on and grew up on, and the freedoms that we enjoy that made this country the best country in the world. And there's something to be said for that, and I really believe if you listen to Heidi's family and her church family, that is really what it's about. Are we going to stand by those values that made this country great? Or are we just going to fall in with what the world expects? No. And I can tell you, listen to Heidi talk. She understands that, and she's going to stand for those things. And being a bit partial, Heidi is the person for the job. I can tell you that. Now, when I met Heidi in Germany, we were both in the service. I was an engineer officer. Heidi was adjutant general in a signal battalion. I think it was maybe our first date or something. We met over drinks in jail. Yeah.
I never heard about that.
Yeah, oh, whoops. Oh, I'm sorry. But
there's a reporter in the room. You might want to explain that.
Yeah, I will explain. Some friends had kind of set us up, and first thing we did was we went to a two-step dance. For some reason over Germany, people like a good old two-step. So one of the deals was they had a little jail set up, and people could pay, you know, $5 or whatever, and then whoever you want, you get to send them to jail, and they got to go sit in there for, what, I don't know, half an hour or something. Well, we went to jail. We both got sent to jail, and we were in there talking, or Heidi was talking, and I think our half an hour passed. In fact, I think we were still in jail, and I think pretty much everyone else had left. So, yeah, that was good times, real good times. And Heidi said at that time, you heard how she grew up with, you know, from Larry, and she said her goal in life really was to be a foreign liaison, you know, to have that kind of a position in international politics. That's what she went to school for. That's what she was in the Army for. She knew what she wanted to do. And I took her on a little detour for, 20 years. And now she's back on track. And this is what she's meant to do. And I believe it's more than just Heidi wanting to do this. It's really her time. It really is. Heidi did not get her chance to go to West Point, but through her efforts, really. Keeping Jonathan, some of our neighbors are here who've seen Jonathan and I pitching the baseball in the front, well, actually on their front lawn, or side lawn. But Jonathan has recently got recruited by the baseball coach at West Point, and so he's so he's going to be pitching for baseball for the Army team. Good job, Jonathan. So why don't you come up here, bud?